Did comedian Jon Stewart just give one of the most compelling arguments against the existence of God? Judge for yourself.
I was just wondering if faith has played a role in
No.
your life at all.
Okay, what else? No, not faith.
Not necessarily Jewish,
Cultural.
but faith.
No.
Of any kind.
Yeah, no. I wish I could get there. I wish I could. Did you always have it? Did you come to it? Is it something that you had to like figure out?
No, I came to it. I
The
asked
belief.
myself, do I genuinely believe? And the answer is yes.
That's all. I wish I could get, because every time I'm like, you know what it is for me? I think it's the specificity that me up. Because like if you were to say to me like, there's a spirit in the universe and it carries a thing, but it's more like, and he was 33 years old and a carpenter. And I'm like, all right.
Honestly, I get where he's coming from. There's definitely this odd tension where we recognize that there probably has to be more to life than meets the eye, that there has to be some deeper transcendent meaning or some kind of higher power out there. But then when things get really, really specific, that does seem kind of weird. But then again, why is that a problem? I mean, for sure, it doesn't prove or disprove anything. You know, it's often said that people believe in God because there's this psychological need for it, and so they're motivated. But I would say, on the other hand, people have just as much motivation to want there to be a spiritual power, some sort of thing out there, but for it to be vague, for it to be ambiguous, for it to not have definition. Because I think for a guy like Jon Stewart, it allows him to have his cake and eat it too. We can imagine a spiritual reality that is unspecific and undemanding. We can fill the spiritual void that we feel without any real accountability. A God who is nothing more than just a vague force that can be shaped into whatever convenient image pleases us is kind of too convenient. In my view, for God to be trusted, he has to be knowable. Not in an abstract way, but in a concrete one. This is why the idea that God became man in the person of Jesus matters so much in my view. He lived in a real place and time, said real things, did real things. That specificity is exactly why he can be trusted. Jesus is not some myth. He's a verifiable figure of history who made extraordinary claims and backed them up. Now, of course, this removes the option of treating him as some undefinable mystic who said some nice things, but never really demanded much of us. But for those who are willing to look at Jesus, honestly, we have to just accept that he was that specific. We are not forced to believe it or accept his claims, but we must take Jesus on his own terms, examine the evidence for ourselves, and then ultimately live with the conclusion that we come to.